A lot has happened here in Bangkok. Look at this. Welcome to Bangkok. Behind me is the Chao Phraya River and the beautiful skyline. But here on the banks of the Chao Phraya River in Bangka Chao, we are dealing with plastic pollution of epic proportions. We are here in one of the coastal communities which is all on stilts. At high tide it's underwater, at low tide it's just mud. And we built a plastic trap. There's nets on the left, there's nets on the right, and our river barrier is on the back. So every day as the tide rises, plastic washes in here and it can't escape. And it gives our team the opportunity to scoop it up en masse and make sure it doesn't continue its journey down the river to the Gulf of Thailand. So this is our new river barrier. It's actually one of 3 that we've got here in the Bangka Chao area. Essentially, we are sat on a klong. It's a canal system. And this big bit of infrastructure behind me is a water gate. And what happens when it rains and the water level gets too high in here is that they open that water gate and water from miles and miles and miles inland floods out. Now, the sad reality is that there's bits of plastic all over this canal, and that will come with the current and it will just exit into the Chao Phraya River. So the purpose of putting river barriers in a setup like this is that when that happens, we intercept the plastic and only water exits into the Chao Phraya River, which is of course what we want. Oh, welcome to the Bangkok MRF. Come with me. Let's start here. On the entrance, in all of our MRFs, we like to show people exactly what the project is, because the MRF is just one part of a wider project here. Now on the map, we're all the way down here, just south of the Bangka Chao area, which is where the vast majority of our impact is happening. And then you've got central Bangkok, literally just here over the river. So as you probably already know, we have a hippo. This was our first project. It was in partnership with Wat Chak Deng Temple, which is just here. And now we've got 3 separate river barrier systems, as well as a crew of collectors who are based out of the MRF, but are cleaning up the mangrove areas every single day. Because this mangrove area is the only non-developed bit in the greater Bangkok area, and it is just trapping plastic as it flows out of the river at high tide and gets entangled in those roots. So essentially, there's a huge amount of impact that can be generated here when we're talking about plastic collection and plastic reduction. When all of that waste has been collected, we have to do something with it. And this is really where that journey starts. So the first thing is we bring back all of the plastic that's been collected, all of the non-recyclables, as you can see behind me, and they're stored so they can actually dry out a little bit. And as you can see, there's just an enormous variety of plastic that we're collecting. We've got literal sofas, we've got mattresses, we've got packaging, oil drums, office chairs. We have a door that's, believe it or not, made from 100% plastic, and there's even a boat over there as well. So the variety of different plastic that we're getting is unbelievable, and it's actually really difficult to bring it back, organize it, make sure it's all weighed and logged properly, and then getting it off every week. It's a big job, as you can see. But some of the plastic is actually recyclable. So if you come down here with me, some of the plastics we can process ourselves in the MRF. So when we're looking at this, we're looking at things like PET bottles that are coming out the river. We're looking at things like HDPE, and sorry, this is a polypropylene food container. You know, these are materials that we can do really cool stuff with. And whilst the percentage of recyclables is low comparative to the vast majority of random plastics that we collect, what we're doing is essentially investing in turning that back into products and back into the circular economy. So this enormous bit of equipment you've got right here is our shredder, washer, friction screwdriver and dryer. So this one bit of equipment does what in our other MRFs we spread out across 3 separate bits. So it's all built into one. We put the plastic, so for example, these are like HDPE plastic containers that we've collected. You throw them in there, they go up and they drop down through a shredder. It's extremely safe. No hands or people have access to this shredder. And then those shredded bits go into this bit of machinery here. So think of this like a giant corkscrew with just completely plain water in it, and it just uses friction of all those little pieces like rubbing on each other as they're going up to clean it. And what you get out the end is dropping into a dryer. So this drum rotates and it uses heat to make sure at the end of the process we go from plastic bottles to perfectly clean flake like this. It's an incredible material actually when we're talking about recycling. This is HDPE. So this can then go into our injection molders. This is one. This is more one that we teach people when they come down to the MRF. They can make their own keychains and trinkets, and they get to play with this one. But the actual more industrial version is this air compressed one. So this allows us to make much bigger things and a lot more exciting things as we go forward. And we're just at the very beginning of this journey. So the goal with this MRF is to actually turn this area into almost like a classroom. We're gonna have almost like school benches laid out in rows. We're also gonna have an oven, and we're also gonna have a hot press and a cold press like we do in Bintan and Batam, which will allow us to make sheets. It will allow us to make bricks. It will allow us to make lots of HDP products and corporate gifts like the guys are actually here making at the moment. You've collected it, you've processed it, you've turned it back into a product that you can actually use in everyday life. This is just the beginning and I'm so excited. I think Bangkok has the potential to be our biggest and best MRF ever. It's a journey, we're on our way to achieving it, and watch this space because I don't think it's going to be much longer now. And if you want to come down and you want to get involved and you want to join in, then reach out to us. You can find us on www.sevencleanseas.com. We'd love to have you for a day.